There will be days school feels pointless. Days you wake up already tired. Not tired from lack of sleep. Tired from trying. You sit in class, staring at the board. But nothing sticks. The words blur. The numbers feel distant. And quietly, inside your mind, you ask, what am I even doing here? You used to care. You used to believe. But now it feels like you're moving forward. Without knowing why. Everyone says, keep pushing. But nobody explains how. When your chest feels heavy. And your thoughts won't slow down. You feel behind. Behind classmates. Behind friends. Behind the version of yourself you promised you'd become. You scroll through your phone. And see people smiling, graduating, winning. And suddenly the question hits harder. Why does this feel so easy for everyone else? And so impossible for me? You don't say it out loud. But the thought is there. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe school isn't for me. Maybe quitting would finally bring peace. That thought scares you. Because part of you is starting to believe it. Late nights. Open books. Closed mind. You stare at pages without reading. You sit in silence with loud thoughts. Bills. Family pressure. Fear of failure. Fear of wasting time. You're not lazy. You're overwhelmed. But nobody sees that. They see grades. Attendance. Results. They don't see the quiet tears. The anxiety before exams. The exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. And slowly, quitting begins to feel like relief. No deadlines. No disappointment. No pressure. Just rest. But listen carefully. That relief is a lie. Because quitting doesn't remove pain. It delays it. It doesn't erase fear. It teaches fear how to win. And years from now, when life gets harder. And it will. That same voice will return. You quit before. Why not quit again? You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human. And right now, you are standing at a crossroads. One path feels easy. The other demands endurance. And nobody applauds why.
And nobody applauds you for choosing it. But before you decide, you need to understand something. Transition pause. Because quitting school isn't just about today. It's about what it costs you tomorrow. And that's what you need to hear next.
Quitting feels tempting. Because your mind is exhausted. Pain wants an exit. Fear wants comfort. And quitting looks like both. But comfort today can become regret tomorrow. Nobody talks about the weight of unfinished dreams. Nobody warns you about the quiet shame that follows giving up. Not loud shame. Silent shame. The kind that whispers, I wonder who I could have been. Quitting doesn't just close a chapter. It plants a question that never leaves. You'll see classmates graduate. You'll hear success stories. And even if you smile, something inside will ache. Because deep down, you'll know. You were capable. Quitting teaches your mind a dangerous lesson. That discomfort means stop. But life doesn't work that way. Jobs get hard. Relationships get hard. Dreams get hard. And if quitting becomes your escape, you'll escape everything that could have changed your life. School is not the goal. It's the training ground. It trains patience, discipline, resilience. It forces you to show up, even when you don't feel like it. And that skill, showing up when it hurts, is what separates survivors from victims. You think quitting will remove pressure. But pressure doesn't disappear. It just changes shape. Instead of exams, it becomes financial stress. Instead of assignments, it becomes regret. The pain of discipline. Or the pain of disappointment. You don't avoid pain by quitting. You choose which pain you'll live with. And here's the truth nobody tells you. Most people who succeed wanted to quit too. They weren't special. They were tired, confused, scared. But they stayed. Not because they were strong every day, but because they refused to let one bad season define their entire future. And right now, you are in a season. Not your whole life. A season passes. But quitting makes it permanent. Transition. And here's the hardest part to accept. Even though you feel stuck, you are changing. You just can't see it yet.
Growth is silent. You don't feel stronger while lifting the weight. You feel pain. You don't see progress while studying late. You feel frustration. But something is happening beneath the surface. Every assignment you struggle through is sharpening your mind. Every failure is teaching you how to recover. Every night you push yourself is building endurance you'll use later in life. You think nothing is changing because success hasn't shown up yet. But progress happens before results appear. You're learning how to sit with discomfort, how to focus under pressure, how to keep going without applause. That's not useless. That's rare. One day, life will test you again. And when it does, you'll realize school prepared you for more than exams. It prepared you to endure. Your future self is watching you right now. Not judging. Not criticizing. Just hoping. Hoping you don't give up before things finally make sense. Because one day, you'll look back and say, "That version of me was tired, but they didn't quit." And that decision will change everything. You don't need motivation every day. You need commitment. Motivation fades. Commitment stays. You don't finish school by feeling good. You finish by showing up anyway. And right now, showing up is enough. Transition. So if you're still here, if you're still listening, this is where everything turns.
This is the moment you stop asking, "Why is this so hard?" and start saying, "This is shaping me." You don't need to win today. You don't need perfect grades. You don't need everything figured out. You just need one decision. I won't quit. Not because it's easy, but because your future deserves a chance. One more class. One more page. One more exam. Small steps. Build unstoppable momentum. Years from now, when life is better. And it will be. You'll remember this season. And instead of regret, you'll feel pride. Because you stayed. You fought through confusion. You walked through fear. You finished what you started. And that story will give you confidence forever. So when school feels pointless, when quitting feels tempting, remember this. You are closer than you think. Don't quit on a bad day. Don't destroy a future because of a temporary feeling. Stay. Finish. Rise. You didn't come this far to stop. Keep going. This is the moment you stop asking, "Why is this so hard?" and start saying, "This is shaping me." You don't need to win today. You don't need perfect grades. You don't need everything figured out. You just need one decision. I won't quit. Not because it's easy, but because your future deserves a chance. One more class. One more page. One more exam. Small steps. Build unstoppable momentum. Years from now, when life is better. And it will be. You'll remember this season. And instead of regret, you'll feel pride. Because you stayed. You fought through confusion. You walked through fear. You finished what you started. And that story will give you confidence forever. So when school feels pointless, when quitting feels tempting, remember this. You are closer than you think. Don't quit on a bad day. Don't destroy a future because of a temporary feeling. Stay. Finish. Rise. You didn't come this far to stop. Keep going.